Good afternoon, I am Adventure Argonaut. This is Rogue Trader. Warhammer 40k. And last time, yesterday, we met with the governor, who, who may or may not be in cahoots with chaos and the ruinous powers, and he may or may not have stolen some money from the government, and well, that's not really our problem if he had done that. But I wonder if we could somehow gain access to the money without giving it to the government. But my streams look all fine. Let's load the game. And we are supposed to, I think we're like the next stop that we still have to go to the monastery on the planet. Like there's some techno monastery and there's some Hanuman, like our tech priest. His last name is Hanuman, but there's like some, I don't know if it's his brother, but he doesn't know it, some other Hanuman. Or maybe this guy, his real name is like it was Abel Hanuman. What's this guy's name? I don't remember. Pascal, yeah, this is Pascal. Turbo Pascal. And there was some another Hanuman who was here, so we're supposed to find out about him. And there's also the Inquisitor somewhere. Let's check the journal. So this is Rykat Minoris, right? He wants to find his teacher. So it's Amarnath, his teacher is using the pseudonym Abel Hanuman. So where's the electrodynamics Nubium? Contracts, are they like bounty hunting or something? We have done some stuff here. Call of the Edge. Okay. Looking for trouble. So yeah, this is like the main story. Request and response. So it's basically the same direction.
Let the faith guide my path to glory.
So how do we get to that monastery? Drinking some tea. How do can I get to the map of the like the whole system? We are like the planet's map or something. Void ship management. Can we manage? Oh. Well, we haven't gotten to any like space battles yet. So I presume that the game is going to have a tutorial on that crap at some point. So cargo capacity, does it mean like this, you know, can have too much of a good stuff? Where are we supposed to be going now? I guess let's head back to the starport. and see if something happens. Because even if we're gonna go home to our ship, we have to go from there, right? GG. Yeah, let's go check out this place, that there's not like, some loot box we've forgotten or anything like that. Blind mad woman. No, guys, yeah, it's that place. Alright, alright. Like if there's one thing that, could you do improvement, so far I've really enjoyed this game, but like finding your way around can be very difficult because everything sort of looks the same, even though, like, graphically it looks okay, but like, the characters, like, okay, this guy looks different, and otherwise they're like, they have some differences in color, but they don't really stand out. And the locations are still sort of similar looking everywhere. But that's like, it sort of comes with the territory, since it is, looking sort of, dark and gritty and realistic. Like it would have to be more cartoony and more colorful to make them stand out. And I don't know whether I would really mind, but like, the hardcore 40k fans probably would complain. Let's go talk to these guys. Yeah, this was just the chamber with some stuff in it. Chamber of stuff. So we could.
Let us walk this path.
Let's talk to them. Sergeant.
Heresy grows from
no.
idleness.
Yes, heresy grows from idleness. Sergeant Melgar. I live to serve your lordship, sir. Okay, we can't. Pilot Nimes. Pilot dressed in a crumpled uniform adorned with the one Balancius coat of arms still looks quite pale. Her white hands bear red marks left by the wheel. The scream of terror she let out when the missile flew right past your shuttle is etched in your memory. Were we supposed to talk to her before? Her voice quivers slightly, but even her fear cannot stop her from using the typical Voidsman jargon. That wasn't flight, your lordship. If we'd been a little less lucky, we'd be checking in at the port in the sky right now. And what was that weapon they fired at us? Can't say I know, your lordship, but the shot is fired certainly fly quick. I've never seen guns like that before, and they were firing from far away, almost from beyond the bar, the horizon, that is. Who gave those yobs a terrifying contraption like that? Your name, pilot. My bad there, your lordship. Senior flyer, senior pilot Nimas, appointed by the senior deck officer to serve in your personal shuttle. Take me into the governor's command post so we could now fly between them. I guess get me back to my ship then. That's Rykad Minoris. Let's do a save before we go back in case there's some, random event that complicates things. So, is this Rykad Minoris, or is it like, oh yeah, maybe we have to like fly back up? Can we then fly? Yeah, we are at Rykad Minoris. We still have to. So yeah, maybe it's like on the other side of the planet or something. So we have to use a shuttlecraft to go there to the monastery. Okay, Voxmaster Big Dis. Permission to report, Lord Captain. Over the past few days, I received several messages from different decks complaining about the anomalous behaviors in the ship's cogitators and servitors. The machine spirits are restless and rebellious, and no check litany or ritual of pacification can rid them of this obstinacy. The deck priest can deal with the vessel's systems, but the servitors, they make errors in their tasks, disobey orders, change the assigned rituals, or sometimes downright freeze as if in a trance. A click comes through the Vox channel, followed by a weary sigh. Lord Captain, occurrences such as these are caused by errors in the cogitator calculation and have some other insensible explanation. I beseech you not to take after those who whisper about the ship being cursed or possessed. Idira joins the channel and chimes in playfully. Oh, don't start, old man. All these peculiar happenings have long since turned into local legends. A door slams shut, a lumen starts flickering. Folk have grown used to all that, so our resident's ghost has decided to up the ante. I'm telling you, things are only going to get worse from here. The technomats inspected the servitors and concluded they pose no danger. According to the servants of the Omnisia, such behavior is caused either by the echoes of minds not completely eliminated or by manifestations of the machine spirit's will. Nevertheless, the faulty servitors make the crew's task considerably more difficult. The High Factotum January Stanrock would like to discuss how he should deal with the defective property. He is awaiting your audience on the bridge. Okay, so go to January Stanrock. Elect. So okay, yeah, this is starport, electrodynamic genobium, yeah, bunker. So is the bunker the place with the what's his name, the the governor? Let's go talk to this Janrock guy first. How do we how the oh how do I just get back to my is it here? I don't know. Those buttons could be like more clear that they're buttons that do something. Like why can't I press escape to get out from this menu? I don't like it. ESC should work on menus. Grumble, grumble. So Janris Danrock. Let's talk to him. The high factotum Janris Danrock greets you with a cool smile and merest hint of bow. Pleasure to see you, Lord Captain. How may I be of assistance? Vigdis. What's this? Have you ever heard of the Fiery Reckoning? From what I can tell, it is a void ship of some sort. There was a mention of it in one of Theodora's documents I found. Chenris thinks for a moment, pursing his lips in concentration. I'm afraid it is not immediately familiar to me, your lordship. Please allow me a moment. He starts rapidly tapping on the screen of his data slate. I say, House van Valancius did indeed sign a contract with the owners of a vessel with the designation Fiery Reckoning. There are transactions, records of the ship picking up cargo from Kiava Gamma. Well, this is odd. The data log ends there. Apparently the ship had some interactions with one of the workshops on your industrial world. I beg your pardon, your lordship, but that is the extent of the assistance I can provide you in regard to this particular matter. Okay, Vigdis informed me about the problem with the servitors. What happened? You see, your lordship, the ship's servitors have been malfunctioning of late. They violate protocols, interrupt their tasks, observe crew members for long periods of time, and move erratically, with no meaning or purpose. January Stanrock nervously pulls out his luxurious frock coat as if it were uncomfortably tight. Had it been a routine technical fault, I would have decided the fate of these servitors myself. But deemed it necessary to notify you. I do not wish to hide such irregularities from the Lord Captain. If you wish to observe the servitors' unusual behavior before you decide their fate, this can be arranged. The majority of the defective units have been delivered to one of the storage compartments pending your decision. Pascal Hanneman expressed a desire to be present during the inspection, should it be carried out. I suppose the expertise of the esteemed Magos may come in handy. I wish to take a look at these servitors before deciding their fate. As you wish, your lordship. Would you like the engineer prime to accompany you? Yes, Pascal shall come with me. As your lordship commands. Hmm. We are in book mode. Sector data unavailable, region data unavailable, location 1 balances, flagship the lower decks material report of a tech phenomenon that was observed during the Lord Captain's visit to Bay AKN 108 from the words of High Factotum January Stanrod. When his lordship arrived at the scene, he found the servitors in the same position that they assumed after they had been corralled into the bay, all standing in a long spiraling line and facing the center of their strange formation. The moment his lordship crossed the threshold of the bay gate, their bodies jerked into motion, all as one, as if obeying a command. The servitors turned to face Lord Captain. The technomats tasked with overseeing the defective units even reached for their weapons, but then the servitors went still just as abruptly, staring at his lordship with vacant eyes. All present held their breath. Disturbed by this sight, we waited for the Lord Captain to speak. His Lord Captain Adolf Argonaut von Valancius. Hmm. Yes, we are brave. Let's take a few steps toward the servitors. Let's see if they attack. Immediately the servitors, each and every one of them, stepped forward, the Lord Captain in perfect unison. They mimicked his movements with frightening precision. The rogue trader halted it in place and after a moment's thought waved his hand, and the servitors just as synchronously repeated their gesture as well. When the Lord Captain turned quizzically to the technomat, so did the servitors, as if mocking him. Interesting. Whatever the Lord Captain did, be it an incline of the head, a wave of the hand, or a step to the side, the defective units repeated it without a moment's delay or hesitation, like grotesque marionettes controlled by an unseen puppeteer. We observed this mime unfold in distressed bafflement for nearly a minute until the servitors finally came to a stop. Not sensing any threat from them, the rogue trader approached with confidence. The Lord Captain examined the servitors. As high factotum, it was I who had prompted that entire inspection, and thus it was my duty to follow the Lord Captain. As we stepped closer, we noticed a fascinating irregularity. The servitors' pupils, normally still, were shaking wildly. Their bulging veins were pulsating under their copper collars inscribed with their past offenses. It was as if those mindless health machines were locked in a perpetual state of extreme tension. A visibly shaken technomat behind us proposed that the human souls had awakened within the servitors' bodies after a long slumber deep within their lobotomized brains. Formerly bereft of intelligence, they had attained awareness, feeling, and understanding. After a pause, the technomat added that the servitors used to function properly and that no one had been able to explain the change in their behavior. His gaze still trained on the motionless but animate half machines and half people, the Lord Captain stepped away from the servitors. Okay, then gestured the Engineer Prime to study the servitors. The Engineer Prime slowly waded into the motionless ranks of the servitors, peering into their faces and checking their readings. There was no haste in Pascal's actions. With mesmerizing diligence, he inspected every single unit in his path. The Binharik prayers were his companions in this investigation. The examination confirmed the Technomat's initial hypothesis. The servitors' souls, or rather, the souls of the people they once were, had awakened. Not yet fully conscious of their past and present, these half machines could nonetheless feel primitive emotions and sensations such as fear and pain. This undesirable consequence of shoddily performed lobotomy is most rarely observed, and yet, for some unknown reason, it had occurred in every single one of the servitors gathered in the bay. Didn't we examine the servitors? Yeah, this is... Okay. Demanded a report of the defective units from the Technomats. The Technomats' long-winded and detailed report could have been summarized in a single key point. Despite the servitors' abnormal behavior, they were still quite capable of carrying out tasks, and therefore the circumstances did not call for their termination. I guess ordered that one of the servitors be disassembled and its components investigated. A group of technomats hurried to act upon the Lord Captain's command. The servitor's mechanical parts separated with click snaps and hisses. The sutures between its wrinkled pale flesh and its augments were laid disgustingly bare. We watched the technomats do their work and could see every centimeter of the servitor's stiff muscles abounding with valves cavities pierced by countless cords and tubes. Disassembly and analysis complete, the technomats concurred. The unit was in working order. Nothing in the dissected body that lay before us could provide any insight into the reason behind the defects. I could make note of one more thing. At that moment, all of us present discovered that not just the eyes, but the hands and heads of some of the servitors were now shaking too. It was as if the mechanized servants were overcome with some primordial terror. Okay, let's turn to me to announce his decision. His lordship looked at me with unwavering resolve, and it was that confidence that wrenched me out of the nightmarish stupor that had me tensely observing the scene unfolding before me. The Lord Captain gave the order. So we could dispose of them to release their souls from torment. That would be iconoclast. Dogmatic is to send the servitors back to toil as they had toiled before, for they had not yet paid their dues for the crimes of their past lives, and thus did not deserve clemency. And to destroy them, because it could be heresy to leave the servitors to their work, for there was nothing in the behavior that Lord Captain found alarming. Well, I didn't want to destroy them anyway, so... And if we get dogmatic points from this, send the servitors back to toil as they had toiled before, for they had not paid for their crimes and all that. And the Lord Captain's orders, the servitors were returned to the same decks they had worked before. The crew was initially unnerved by their presence, but adapted to their quirks soon enough, especially since following the incident in question there was a noticeable reduction in the servitors' strange behavior. With the fate of the defective servitors decided, nothing could now distract the Lord Captain from his mission. Is there really nothing? Oh yeah, wasn't there like some chick who was worried that her boyfriend was in trouble on the planet, like some soldier chick, but maybe it's not really a quest or anything. Yeah, I guess then we just head back to the planet. Gonna save, of course, and go to the monastery. Idiot class. Of the idiot class. Is this no bunker? That's the electrodynamic cenobium. Yes, we don't have many options on the party composition yet. Rogue traders are immensely wealthy and do not use mere currency for their trade operations. The sum of all their currency available resources of wealth is measured in profit factor. I'm gonna press plus. Press any key. Soldier. We'll cover the landing area, your lordship. Glory to the von Valancius dynasty. Okay, that's cool. What is this? There's stuff here. Crap. What is this? What are we doing?
Unexpected result.
So we pushed the box. Okay, and that's good. Medikit and grenade. We haven't used any grenades in battle yet. Maybe I should remember. Does everybody have a grenade equipped? Oh, she doesn't. He does. Okay, I guess one grenade per person is enough. Lore Imperia.
I rise above hardships.
The pieces are molten at the edges. The statue was likely blasted by a barrage from a multi-laser turret, type found on landing force shuttles. I have no idea what's happened here.
Know your duty.
The premonition runs true.
Judging by the dead people's equipment, they were the same wardens the government sent to the monastery's aid. Okay. Maybe we heard Idira's voice just now because she's the one who actually did the skill check, probably. Guess her awareness is the best. Lore.
Accomplished.
Lay people unworthy of entering the hallowed cenobium humbly said their prayers next to this computational altar. Okay. Okay, let's go up the stairs.
We are bound by the blood of martyrs.
Blood of martyrs. The blood of martyrs. Martyrs. Open the gates. The Techno Tomb. Binhari came awakens the gate's latching mechanism. Officers inspire their teammates to perform at their best. An officer's playstyle involves improving allies' effectiveness and providing them with various extra opportunities to act. Well, we are a soldier. Bang bang guy. K. Heretics were killed swiftly and ruthlessly. They've never had time to reach for their weapons. Their weapons.
Guide my strikes true against the heretics who have encroached upon these halls.
Mercifully.
Let not one villain escape the God Emperor's retribution delivered by our hands.
Okay, blah blah blah. Mercifully quick electric shock was not what killed this cultist. His face is contorted in pain as if he was tortured.
Your hues are so vivid, Sister Argenta. The hatred that fuels your words and impulses burns like a supernova.
See, this is a much superior society compared to ours because they praise hatred. Hatred can be good. You know that the wire junctions are often marked with the symbol of a key that appears to connect two lines. They are not worried about hate crimes here. There are no wounds on the heretic's body, but his face is contorted in terror and his eyes are bloodshot from ruptured vessels. Is this a door? Let's get the goods first. Random crap. Machine spirit vaultlet. Dun dun dun.
I'm not satisfied
Oh,
with
Heinrichs.
that answer. I will repeat my question again. The last electro-priest you killed, where did you find him?
Burn in the fire of dawn, servant of the corpse emperor!
Another one meets the limit of his utility. The last of them.
Tall, dark-haired man sizes you up with a quick glance. A supernatural chill is making the air around him crackle softly. The expensive fabric of his jacket is stitched with gold thread and marked by several reddish-brown stains. A forced sword and a vox hang from his belt, and the emblem of the Holy Inquisition glitters on his chest. Secret organization tasked with the hunting down of the myriad threats to the stability of the Imperium and all mankind. Oh, it's not so handsome. I was about to say, oh, so handsome, but I guess that isn't handsome, even though I'm not really the target audience for determining what is or isn't handsome. I like this, using the word chap, +1, but also interrogator and Kalux, I presume. This is like, Dr. Livingston, I presume. The Emperor protects. Okay, this is... But kneel and repent of your heresy before a rogue trader field the sorcerer, and I might spare your life. Is this like we're pretending to be retarded? This, I guess I still have to go with the classic interrogator von Calax, I presume.
Yes. Well, since you know who I am, and are in no hurry to kill me, I infer that you serve the Emperor, not his enemies. Allow me to introduce myself. Interrogator Heinrichs van Kellox of the Imperial Inquisition's esteemed Ordo Xenos. With whom do I have the pleasure of speaking?
Shadow. A great big sun-eclipsing, chain-weaving shadow. I can see the threads, myriads of them extending toward us all, and all of them creeping off toward him like snakes, shrouding us in poison. My, oh my, do I sense trouble, and it's right in my throat. It itches.
A puff of black smoke comes out of the psyker's mouth, and it dissipates at once.
A psyker? Interesting. And a diviner at that. Even more interesting. Are you sanctioned?
Don't you Inquisition me! I'm under the rogue trader's protection.
Idira looks at you pleadingly. Her predictions are seldom wrong. I will be watching you. Pay no attention. She talks all kinds of nonsense. Idira is a member of my personal retinue, is under my protection.
Your retinue, you say? Then let's go back to my previous question. With whom do I have the honor of speaking?
Rogue trader Adolf Argonaut von Valancius.
Von Valancius? To the best of my knowledge, that dynasty is headed by the esteemed Theodora von Valancius. Has there been a change of circumstances?
Heinrichs watches your expression closely. Theodora is dead, slain in battle by enemies of humanity.
The news is lamentable. My condolences. And I presume the heir to the sacred warrant of trade and the lofty title of rogue trader is none other than yourself. Well then, what precisely has brought you to the sanctum of the Omnissiah?
I'm here to collect you. Okay, let's first ask question. Point to the corpse. What did you do to him?
I convinced him to cooperate. I can influence living bodies, and I find that the interrogated are much more eager to share information once the blood starts to boil in their veins.
So I'm here to collect you. I'm under orders from the Lord Inquisitor to offer any assistance you may require, after which I am to provide you a safe passage to footfall aboard my ship.
Then the timing of our meeting is fortuitous. I am requisitioning you and your retinue for my task.
Requisitioning? Young man, your choice of words is unseemly to the point of insult. You're addressing a rogue trader.
I don't imagine you'll be any happier if I say taking into inquisitorial custody.
To aid his faithful servant in the fight against corruption is the solemn duty of all whose actions affect millions of the Imperium's subjects. Let your example guide those who will carry the Emperor's light across 1,000 stars.
Hail the Emperor!
You are familiar with the works of Inquisitor Alistar the Redeemer. Not every acolyte can say the same, let alone people less initiated. Please forgive my lapse in manners, Lady Navigator Orselio. It is a great honor. I came to Rykad Minoris on a mission, which a rebellion prevented me from fulfilling. The governor is convinced that malcontents from among the rabble were the instigators, but I immediately suspected a more sinister presence at the root of the mutiny. My visit to the monastery and a few unhurried conversations with some of the rebels confirmed my suspicions.
Okay.
Someone by the name of Aurora is leading the rebellion. Data indicates that the head of the cultists is here right now, in the sanctum of the ancient reactor.
Oh.
Given the prophecy of the final dawn, and the special efforts made by the enemies of humanity to seize the monastery, their goal is to gain access to the holy power source's control circuit and trigger a process that, once started, cannot be stopped. In other words, to detonate the reactor, thus being themselves the cause of their much-touted final dawn.
Blasphemous insanity.
Tech Priest's visor flashes and turns the bloody scarlet. The soft hum of some activating systems is heard from under his robe. Precisely what were you doing at the monastery?
I arrived here with an escort squad, only to lose it in our very first open skirmish. The monastery is swarming with heretics. The soldiers I requisitioned from the governor fell in battle, bled to death, or deserted. I had to make do with catching and forcefully interrogating individual rebels. It is from them that I learned what I relayed to you just now.
I can help you with Aurora. Let's join forces. Well, yeah, like I could say no. I don't know if we actually have the option or if it's just gonna say like, no, you're gonna do what I say. It's okay, but of course I wanna help.
Thank you. Regrettably, the governor's people showed themselves to be unprepared for the perils of this place. And extracting blade shards from a person's stomach is beyond my powers. I hope that a rogue trader's retinue will prove more capable than a group of soldiers fresh off the base. I am positive that not all of the electro-priests within these walls have perished. The heretics spoke of shadows emerging from side alleys to make short work of the cultists invading their abode. I surmise that the entrance to their hiding place is somewhere in the hall near a machine known as the Circular Cogitator. I imagine it's one of the local sacred relics which the electro-priests treat with special piety.
So he's gonna join the party. Who am I gonna kick out? Can we? Okay, so these characters have to be in the party, I guess. I really like to know like what's his class and what his abilities, but maybe I'll kick out Argenta then, because I guess because Idira warned us about him, so maybe she's good to be in the party. Maybe she will have some insight. Argenta is pretty good combat-wise, but I think we will still manage without her. And of course, she likes killing heretics as well. Okay, let's see. So he is a warrior, so yeah, melee, like this guy. Rigorous training, so he has this already. Charge and slash do not end the warrior's movement and grant plus 14% dodge for 1 round of the use, okay? Epicenter of slaughter. Contempt. Abomination of Desolation. Warriors melee attacks deal an additional 4 damage to enemies that have no allies in adjacent cells. Let's take... no allies in adjacent... Let's take this one. I think Abelard already has the same perk, but I guess... I don't see, what's his toughness? Ooh, toughness is only 40. Weapon skill not that good. Wait. He's not a... Does he have some like psyker abilities or something like that? Let's get some weapon skill. So wait, he has endure, reckless strike. So next attack gains armor penetration and more damage. Ignores some of the parry. But the enemy, if they survive, they will counter-attack. So, sworn enemy. Warrior gains slash ability. This is the push thingy. It hasn't been that good. Maybe I've just been using it wrong though. Hurt soul. What are Drukhari? Maybe I should know, but I am not an expert in 40k. So it's very little direct damage, but is this like a spend all movement points? Okay, I don't know. This psychic power can only be used while there is at least one ally affected by the word of the Emperor. Divination. Okay, he could choose. Oh, he has biomancy and sanctity power as well, and telepathy, enfeeble. This is some heal ability. Maybe just take sworn enemy. Okay, we'll see. Athletics, carouse, coercion, vision. Maybe just athletics. Characteristics. Maybe some toughness because he's... This is only +4. +5. Is there some particular reason for it? I don't know, let's take toughness anyways. Talent. Cycle's armor is increased by +5. This bonus increases by 5 at the start of every round of combat except the first. Ooh, okay, that's sort of interesting. Enemies adjacent to Cycle suffer 10% more damage. Okay, that sounds like fun. Yeah. Just, you know, I guess it means if we attack the enemies or if his friends attack, like, you know, other party members attack the enemies. Yes, get more athletics. Chadletics. Contempt. Yeah, easy target sounded sort of fun. Ramming speed. Increases charge distance by 3 cells. Destined. First time that momentum reaches 200 during the Psyker's turn, the Psyker gains +5 to all characteristics, +1 to resolve, deflection, and to all damage the Psyker deals at the end of combat. But it has to reach on his turn, so that's a bit iffy. Critical hit scored by anyone within the Psyker's line of sight, including Psyker themselves, increase the Psyker's critical damage by +1 until the end of combat stacks. That sounds like fun. Psyker's Psi rating is increased by +1 until the end of combat every time an ally uses a heroic act. Psyker's critical chance is increased by 5%. Let's take this. This is a bit weird but fun. Daring Bridge. So wait, does it mean he has Daring Breach already? No, this is Daring Breach. Okay, this is gives movement points. Priority target. This turn melee does more damage. I don't know. Let's take this one just for diversity's sake. Invigorating hatred. The warrior ends the turn near an enemy affected by sworn enemy. The warrior gains +6 temporary wounds. Yeah. Psyker's critical hit chance is increased by +5. There. I guess just that one. Weapon skill or strength. Let's get some weapon skill. Alright. Let's see how's his stats. Oh, he's good at weapon skill, willpower, toughness. Force sword. Auto pistol. That pistol doesn't sound very, or looked very badass. Yeah, I think this is just better. It's this biomancer stuff. Flak vest. Let's check all the armor. It's easier this way. But well, I am gonna assume he's dogmatic. Yes, he's dogmatic. This is just better. As for heretics, What's the difference between this mesh chest plate? So is dodge 21%. Yeah. Ah, yeah, that's the one he has now. But this is slightly better. Yeah. That's for Argonaut, Adolf Argonaut, so he can't use medikits. Well, I guess he can use this, since there's nothing better for headgear for him right now. Yeah, probably no better alternative for a sword or like a melee weapon for him right now. Fine. Let's do a save. New navigator. It's not a navigator, but we got a new guy. Ooh, loot. Improved armored body glove. Yeah, let's see. Who he or she has an armor. Yeah, that's better. How about her? Sin skin. Yeah, alright, I think that's better. Fighter's body is still warm. He only bled to death a few minutes ago. The hard, uncomfortable Somna meditation bed is equipped with neural ports to connect the sleeper to the monastery's cogitator network. Logic 100. So that's basically for like a, you know, LAN party, but 40k style. Pascal.
This explorator is blessed with multifunctionality.
Oh. Goods. Leather armor. It's medium. Oh, is it actually... Charge staff. Dodge penalty. Well, there's much bigger dodge penalty in this one, so maybe I'll still let Argonaut have the light flak arm. What was the other thingy? The staff. This one. So plus 10 willpower. Plus 10 willpower. What does this staff actually do? So siphon life. So this is actually, I guess, vampiric attack basically. It's life. Yeah, healing the psyker. Ah, if the psyker is already at full wounds, this power instead heals the psyker's ally with the lowest wounds. Alright, that's cool, I guess. Symbol of the for the amnesia is inscribed on the wall, which proves of electric discharges fanning out from it like a river.
What is
Okay, so that's the sign of the amnesia. It's like a cog. Okay, we probably shouldn't go here. There's a cultist fighter. Guess if we time it correctly, we might be. Let's go check out the other way first. I'm not afraid or anything. Cultists were killed with a hit to the back with some kind of electric weapon. Unlimited power. Huh? What's this? Ninjas? You shall be purified by the motive force, blasphemer.
I will cast you into eternal
You have been
darkness.
ambushed. So we don't get to set our positions. Okay. Didn't take damage or anything, which is nice. First.
Rejoice in service.
I guess let's just get away from his melee range.
I am the chosen weapon that will crush the heathens. I will not be deterred. Rejoice. Let my fury rain down upon thee.
As I lay my vengeance upon thee, I am the Lord, and all that stuff. Ah, this is higher chance to hit. Nice. Death bank open. I'm gonna let the baddies have their turn. I'm gonna go get some water for my chi. Be right back.
I won't go down easy.
I am back. Did they do anything nasty? I don't. Okay, Argonaut has fired up. Ah, okay, that's a good thing. Concentrate. Okay, yeah. So, did they do any damage? It's Idira's turn.
Will do. But of course. Was it you? Or
Abelard. Damn it.
Scorn the pain.
That did it.
I won't die here.
Master Van, you can't die here.
Okay. Let's just reload. It might be interesting. It might be interesting to fight with that, but maybe I should just be more careful with the Tiger and don't summon all those demons into the fray.
Let us walk this path to the end.
Computer. Cogitator.
Operation successful.
So the leather armor was it? No, it wasn't for him. Who did I give it to? It's not him. Spell check use +2. Maybe I didn't give it to anyone? Oh no, he has chainmail, yeah, which is basically the same. I guess that was the
With each
thing.
step, I forge my destiny among the stars.
Should I try this way instead, like first? See if we can, like, it's probably gonna trigger a battle. Okay, now that
The impure cannot escape their
you have been
fate.
ambushed.
Come to chaos! Chaos guides me. Follow my lead. My ears are ringing. I serve the ruinous powers.
Oh, it's doing damage.
No!
Oh,
These ruby flashes are choking me.
okay, let's see what kind of stuff does. Word of the Emperor. All allies in a circle within 5-cell radius gain +1 resolve until end of combat. Let's just use it now, even though it's... I don't know. Oh, okay, we can even...
But of course, Lord Captain.
Ah, no, this was him. I thought it was this guy. Okay, that's Abelard. Iron Arm. Target gains +10 strength and toughness until end of combat. Can we use this? No, there's no path. No path to victory. Strike, cleave, psychic force. What does this do? Oh. This additional damage, but point trigger for psychic phenomenon. Okay, let's just go to
Everyone,
normal
step
attack.
aside. Holy terror, smite your enemies.
Endure, sure.
Weapon at the ready.
Damn, they're good at shooting. Let's just go kill this guy.
Comprehend the Omnissiah condemns you. Request approved. The scriptural prognosis is favorable.
Break them around.
We still have the brace from Argonaut, so maybe I shouldn't use that now. Yeah, we can slide. Splat. Ooh, he fell nicely. Idira.
Cover me.
Kavami.
Be gone.
Nice.
I'm not so sure. On it.
Uh,
But of
fine.
course.
Yeah, because now it was probably higher, like the veil degradation previously when we got screwed in the previous fights. We haven't used this. Okay, fine. Let's just.
Actions will speak louder than words. And so your corrupt way has failed
Nice. Ooh, we could actually use this. I
you. May my
guess.
wrath be
Might
thy
as well.
undoing. The Emperor, another step towards our ultimate victory. Rejoice, your corrupt way has failed you.
Nice. Why do we still have it? There's two enemies somewhere. There's one. Oh, okay, and it's there.
Step aside. The navigator is coming.
Sounds like she's got what's that? Constipation. Ah, damn it. Space. I still assume that space means that confirm. It's not like, you know, execute action. Can we shoot this guy? No. Heinrichs. He buffed us, so we can buff him. Is this? Ah, yeah, this is a sworn enemy. What?
I won't go down easy.
Ah, okay. Now we take damage if we move here because of this electricity stuff. Alright, it's nice to know. Can we shoot this guy? Nope. No, I guess that guy's too far and the other one is probably not visible.
I won't object to it.
Four. Guess we still can't shoot them, so let's just use
Let's see to it.
endure. So we're also gonna take damage if we move, I guess.
one route.
Yeah.
Forward.
Forward. Can we shoot this guy? Nope. Can we analyze? No. Can analyze this guy. Ever.
Victory is imminent. At your beck and call.
Can we shoot somebody? No.
High momentum.
Okay, it's her, it's not. So I think, can we, let's see if we can move here without taking damage. Yes, we can. Probably can't use this. Yeah, they're too far away.
Anything else?
I don't know, it's just... Okay, and he doesn't have to move because he can just snipe. Did a shot, as the young people say nowadays. Let's use
So it shall
this.
be done.
Alright. Wait, did we miss? No, we did damage. No, we can't shoot this guy, not that guy. How about... Can we... Okay, we can shoot those boxes. I guess, let's
I
try.
have read tomes of military tactics.
But you still didn't learn how to shoot. Oh yeah, we can give an extra turn. Sure, let's give it to Abelard since he's over there.
Navigators are feared.
A tactically sound approach.
Let's use
I will
this.
do my duty.
Hit
It
the
will be
guy.
done. Right to
Nice.
everyone. At your beck and call.
Oh, okay. We are out of AP. Cassia. Let's
Isn't
give
this a job
Heinrich
for the
a turn.
serfs?
He cannot move at all. Or if he moves, will he fall? No. Okay, so we can move this. Ah. Who did he try to shoot? Mrs. Argonaut, Adolf. Okay. Let's try to use the vampiric attack.
I'm done with this one.
Slurp, slurp. Ow. Ow, ow. Maybe sniper rifle. Yeah, we don't need that. Ah,
I
okay,
feel cold.
this is just atrocious. Just look at all the damage. Like, I don't know. I fucking hate this. Like, I'm supposed to. This isn't like Odd World or anything. Like, I wasn't thinking like, okay, there's gonna be these things, and now it's like they're much more dangerous than the freaking combat itself. Maybe I just have to start the combat again because I don't want to take all that damage. This like I'm not gonna take the blame for that one because this is just like doesn't make any sense. Like this is supposed to be an RPG, not like a turn-based RPG. Okay, let's go fight the other enemies then. Maybe we can somehow turn off those electric stuff. Like it's not like this combat was difficult. I just wanted to try the. Let's see this chamber first. Maladies, machine spirits, ways of diagnostic divination, blah blah blah. Like, I really don't want to be like do those freaking platformer challenges. Like you have to run like there's pneumatic thingies coming up and down, and then you have to time it. Like, fuck you. That's not the kind of game I signed up to play. That's not the kind of game I bought. This is supposed to be a freaking turn-based RPG. Like, I can accept that there are hazard plates, but that's not how it should work. Especially like the whole fucking party is split up after the combat finishes. Like that's so bad design. Let's see. Idira is here. But that doesn't do really anything. How much? 1226 damage. Yeah, this does a little bit more. Well, what if I put some exploits on it? Yeah, it does a little bit more, I think. Maybe this guy then.
Was that you?
I'm not gonna use this because it's gonna cause problems.
Heavy is the tread of his faithful.
What's this? Yeah, let's use that on this. Electrospasm. Oh, okay, that guy just he was on fire, that's why he couldn't take it. Let's see. Can we actually use the eye somehow on all three? Like this? I guess, sure.
Not to cross my gaze.
That's handy.
If I may.
Fine.
How
Ow.
dare you?
How dare you? Let's see, let's walk over. You can just walk over it.
Follow my lead.
But he's not dead. happened? Ah, we shot this guy back, so he tried to like get the attack of opportunity on us, and then we used the ability to shoot this guy. Okay, that's sort of interesting.
For the throne's glory.
For the whole of glory. Nice.
Naturally.
Okay, that guy's not dead. Yeah, this guy has the next turn, so we should get rid of him first. Yes.
Oppose us.
I guess we can use this.
Power resides in the will of the righteous.
No.
Another step towards our ultimate victory.
Okay, shoot them all. Yep. Circular cogitator. The electropist hiding place must be nearby. So this is the cogitator. Okay, before anything bad happens, I'm gonna save. So they don't even have any loot or anything.
We are bound by the blood of martyrs.
Okay, there's electric wall. Motive field seals the passage, threatening to incinerate anyone who touches it. How about this door? Gate holder of sacred analysis. Let's open this chest.
The machine god grants me insight.
The cogitator's green screen lights up as you approach it and displays the flashing message. Pilgrim, only words of the first galvanic hymn will reveal you to the sights hidden behind the veil of knowledge. Now chant with me. Let us sing this canticle too. The device's keyboard lights up, clearly expecting you to enter the rest of the verse. Let us sing this canticle too. The motive force that flows through the veins of the omniscient. Okay, Pascal, kindly remind me how this hymn goes. Pascal's voice lets out a noisy groan as if he's clearing his throat, but then stops abruptly. After a brief pause, he averts his gaze and says in a rasping voice, "It is not known to me. Only high-ranking servants at shrines of energetic prosperity are permitted to perform the first galvanic hymn." Abelard snorts and struggles to suppress an involuntary smile. "Emperor, help us all. The esteemed Magos has been caught out not knowing a prayer, and now he's floundering like a cadet in an exam. I never thought I'd see the day." And maybe I will try to do it later once I can probably discover it somewhere. Because maybe there's some penalty.
Let the faith guide my
for doing
path
it
to
wrong.
glory.
Okay, circular cogitator. Machine alter is operational and will only respond to special command that you do not know. Okay. Okay, let's see. Okay, well, let's try to brute force this then. Of course, there's the other combat I can do again if you want. Motive force. First calls to pilgrimage. Fill our souls with gratitude towards. The splendid resistors that conceal within the rite of transfiguration. Now finish the prayer pilgrim. May the unity of the sacred charge's power. Mortal body and the mechanisms thereof. Only the who has learned the path of the Cenobium is worthy of his gift. Walk the path of the enlightened, absorb the dark, the age-old wisdom, and sing with me again. Okay, so I guess we do have to find it. Like,
We shall reclaim what is right.
it's still not impossible to just brute force that, I guess, unless there's like we have to learn the right hymns, and we haven't done so. I guess we have to go here. Can we attack this guy? Is there like, enter combat mode? I don't think the tutorial mentions anything like that. There's like a chest there as well. Do we have a stealth mode? Because it's like we can see the enemy there. Like it's sort of silly that we.
With each step, I will cast you into eternal darkness.
That we are ambushed. Compulsory. Like this game has some issues. Like overall it's still pretty fun, but like this doesn't make any sense to me that we cannot. Okay, let's go here. I know. First, use race. Almost press space again.
I will not be deterred.
Can we? Okay, we can shoot this guy. Yeah, I guess we should see now the number of the enemies.
Rejoice in
out here. Okay, we did hit him. Okay, that guy's dead. Pascal, Turbo Pascal. Wait, before we move, let's put analysis on this guy. Oh, yeah, there was like a bleed. So all stay. Sweep and bleed. I guess let's try this one. It's still same base damage. Yes. Oh yeah, we move first.
Advancing.
Nice hit.
Request approved.
my faith strengthens me.
Ow, took damage.
Out of my way.
Abelard.
I've seen worse battles than this in my time. I'd rather not. Indeed. An exemplary
Splut. Wait. So why did What did he explode? Impact damage. Okay, so because he fell down, he died, I guess. That's sort of cool. That was cool.
I'm not interested. I will do my duty. At your beck and call.
Fine, let's use that. Oh, we can fire this guy. Okay. Idira. I think that guy's gonna die from the flames.
Will do.
Heinrichs. Can he? Okay, sure.
Target. Your reckoning is due. But of course, Lord Captain.
Does this do? +1 resolve. Can't move, but he can shoot. Can he shoot this guy? He can. It's not very effective. I think this guy is dying to the flames. At least he damaged the guy.
I'm not accustomed to being ordered around.
Lidless eye. Sure, let's give extra turn to
In
Abelard.
the name of House Orcelio, I shall prevail.
Victory
Kill
is
this guy.
reduced to dust.
Shoot this dude.
It will be done.
Cool, let's give this guy a turn as well. That is not like a full turn. And there's 3 enemies alive. Where's the third? Okay, it's back there. So yeah, okay, fine.
I won't object to it.
He sucks, so it doesn't work anyways.
Naturally.
Naturally he sucks. He agrees with me. Admits his own suckage. Ow.
Just a minor setback.
Just a flesh wound. And we snipe. Yeah, we can snipe this guy.
And so shall it be done.
Think we hit him? Yeah, 18 damage. Fine. Shoot this guy. Can we shoot this guy? Nope. Fine.
As the tactical imperative dictates. Function successfully terminated.
Exterminate.
Running binaric override.
Abelard. I sort of want to go get this guy up here. Can we still move after using the charge? Yeah, I think it consumes his movement. So
Tried and tested tactics are the best ones.
no, I think untried tactics are sometimes pretty cool too.
Indeed.
Okay, yeah, we are next to him.
It will be done. Victory is
Okay. That's his turn. Oh, he can still move actually.
a tactically sound approach.
Okay, I guess we shouldn't move. Yeah, I don't think we're gonna be... Yeah, she can just sit there.
I'll put my psychic abilities to use. But of course, Lord Captain,
Okay, let's try this.
I'll see our foes obliterated. For the throne's glory. I'm done with this one.
Okay, that's the last one. Freaking hell.
Watching the lazy handle sacred technology breaks my heart, figuratively speaking. My cardiovascular augmentation can withstand much more than...
Should I divine our next step?
Is there anybody else within danger
I'm watching
zone?
your back. Always.
Flesh is weak, yet iron knows no pain.
Okay. Yum, 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 yum. So can we turn off the Pika Pika from this?
My success is an irrefutable certainty.
It appears the electrocircuits, blah blah blah, so it's a trap for intruders. Okay, so I guess we just have to... It's like I'm playing Monty Mole, Monty on the Run or something. I really don't like having to do this with a whole freaking party, like, especially like the party is
What ails you?
split in this way. It's like, come on, this is really stupid. Can we find like a way to turn this electronics thingies off somehow? Okay, Apple.
Your seneschal is always there for you.
She has
Yes?
good awareness. It's athletics, there's something there. Let's bring some athletics guy there later.
I dare not provoke the whispers. Over.
These dead heretics are suspiciously different from the others. The symbols on their clothes are drawn wrongly, and standard issue military uniform shows through blasphemous tatters. Does it mean they're fake heretics? Or what does it mean? Okay. Check use isn't good enough. Okay, fine.
Data meditation is terminated.
Guru meditation.
Activating motive force reserves.
Fuck! Broken ribs, whatever.
Operation successful.
Bodies of careless cultists have been thoroughly fried by an arc of the motive force. What exactly is the motive force, though? Okay, there's this place.
Sometimes you consult the appropriate treaties on Tactica Imperialis and weigh every step.
This is really so
Sometimes, though,
stupid. I'm
to
still
justify
pissed
your
off that I
biggest
have to
cannon
do
and
this.
save the day.
That why do I have to like do
Whatever
this
you wish.
timing challenges? It's not like it only fucking wastes my time, except at the beginning of combat when it's like, you know, it's turn-based and suddenly it's real time. It's like that's like, what the fuck were they thinking? Seriously, like, this is the dumbest thing
Nothing's
ever.
impossible for this old officer.
Oh, okay, wait. Now we all transported here then.
Know your
I guess that's
duty.
good. We are together. Multi-key plasma pistol. Okay. So who can use a plasma pistol? He can use it. It's not as good as the rifle. Maybe Argenta could use it too, but she's not here right now. Inspect cogitated data. Pascal.
This explorator is blessed with multifunctionality.
Multitude of symbols are carved into the enormous generator. You realize they are foundational tenets of the Electro-Priest religion. Standing out among them is the triumph of reason over all the facets of human nature. Okay, so what does that help us? We gained experience, but I don't really understand what's the controlled shot. Soldier gives a sign that they are about to open fire. Soldier and their allies automatically dodge the next attempt. Dash. Trench. I guess entrench. I was looking at this before, so spends all their AP and MB gains plus 30 bonus to cover efficiency. Next time the soldier uses run and gun, they gain back all the spent AP and MB and additional AP. Sure, let's do that. Awareness, demolition. I guess demolition. Especially since Argenta is not in party right now. Sworn enemy. Let's try Reckless Strike then. Better die for the Emperor. If no other character has the same archetype, no, it's too unreliable, because then it's useless if we have the right now we have. So Shield only occupies the slot in a single weapon. Do we have any shields? I haven't seen any, so I don't know what's that supposed to do actually. Shield bash. We don't have shield bash, I believe. Arc rifle. No, we don't have arc rifle. Dueling master plus 15 bonus to parry. Sure. At this archetype rank, characters gain challenge that grant passive bonus. Okay. Whenever the operative attacks an enemy that is full wounds. Oh, yeah, we wanted the sniper perk, right? What was it called? Mental damage. We are not dealing much mental damage. Better die for Israel. Blade of flight, force weapon, attacks deal more damage. Heroic act, veil degradation down. Never Psycho uses damaging power on targets that are 6 cells or farther from the Psycho. They take additional damage. Yeah, that one. What's this? Each level of Psi writing provides the Psycho access to new psychic powers. It also strengthens damaging psychic powers. So what do we get? I guess this is what we should be taking, but it would be nice. What are the new psychic powers? Logic, tech use. Can we take awareness still? Lore Xeno, no, it's Lore Warp. Let's take Lore Warp. She's a warpy person. Purge Soul. Shield of the Emperor. Under the start of Psycho's next turn, all allies affected by Word of the Emperor. So this is that being increase the deflection by 1, armor plus 12%. Sure. Let's just take this one. Destined. Psycho's armor increases by 5%. This increases 5% the start of every round of combat except the first. It's like it sounds so like it's gonna be like a plus 50%, but it's like most combats actually last like 2 or 3 turns basically. Psalm of Heroes. Psycho's psi rating increased by 1 on the end of combat every time an ally uses an hero. Yeah. It takes damage. What is Inscribed Soul? It's like Psycho gains the Inscribed Soul ability. Why? Okay. This is the Inscribed Soul. Okay. I was just like, Okay, will not trigger psychic phenomena or perils of the war. Okay, okay, so it basically he takes the damage instead of... Alright. Psyker Minaris. I guess he should also take it then. Well, let's go check out, like, what did she get from being Psyker Minaris? Skills. No, weapons. How... Where do we see her abilities? Features here. I don't see any new powers. I really don't. Whatever, I'm gonna assume it does something that the game isn't just lying to me about. I was supposed to say this one. And Psyker Minoris. Exposed weakness also reduces enemy's toughness and willpower. Maybe I should just take something like that. Perception. If perception bonus is 10 or higher, they gain plus 1 AP and ignore enemies with difference. Okay, what is his perception bonus? I think, well, I guess it's not enough for that. I don't know, it would be nice, like, maybe I'm too like modern and spoiled and used to stuff. This would be nice, like, to say, like, right now the perception bonus is, or it should say here, it's is or isn't 10 or higher, so it's useless to take now, or because it's like, you know, crap like this is not such a big deal in a tabletop RPG when you have only one character and you have to worry about your one character's, you know, bonuses. But it can get like, okay, wait, what this character, what's his stats, what are they, and all that. Like, you know, I have 7 different characters I have to pay attention right now with all this crap. So that's a bit of a mind, like, you know, mind fuck, handful, whatever. Operative's allies gain +2 hit chance and critical chance while attacking targets affected by exploits. We don't have heavy armor right now, so I guess I'm not gonna do that. Machine Spirit Communion, yeah, this thing applies 1 stack of exploit on all affected enemies. Sure, that's, you know, stuff I usually use, so okay, fine. Logic, tech use. Okay, fine, let's get tech use since logic is read out, even though I think we can still take it. That's also a bit confusing. Blood of Martyrs. Whenever she uses Heroic Act, ally gains temporary wounds. Well, we have been using the Heroic Act on her a few times recently, so it's not too bad. But I don't know, like, temporary wounds. determines the amount of momentum gained beginning of each turn and after killing an enemy. So, okay, that's what the result is for. It's not like whether they're gonna break or run away in fear. Inspiring speech, air of authority. Okay, where is? I wish I could click on this and we zoom to that perk, but that doesn't work either. Or maybe it is not something we can unlock yet. I guess it's not here. Air of authority. Leaders assault. Whenever the officer makes an attack, they gain +5 fellowship until end of combat. Okay, I don't know how fellowship is gonna help. Maybe it boosts some of these abilities, but yeah, she rarely attacks unless the eye thingy counts as an attack. Whenever an ally in combat gains an extra turn, navigate against stacking. Okay, we have been using. Maybe I'll take that. Like, we begin giving extra turns recently. Yeah, let's get willpower. Okay. Save after all that shit. Fireman. Be electrician man, electricity man. We used this already, right? Yeah, we got the.
Compared to naval
we
service,
got the level up
that
from
was
that stuff.
barely a challenge.
The divine watches over us.
So what now? What is over here? Okay. Stuff happening. Oh my god. A crowd of cultists has surrounded a tech priest crucified upon a mechanism. A rhythmic whisper repeated by 100 voices blends into some blasphemous enchantment. Powerful discharges of the motive force run through the machine, causing the unfortunate prisoner's body to convulse brutally and forcing woeful cries of pain from his lips. Tortured tech priest. Tech priest's hoarse voice echoes under the ceiling. In the clenched claws of stagnation, in the struggles of iteration zero, under the iron ring, let the cycle be discontinued. Pascal's megadendrites spring into combat mode instantly, and a wrathful rattle comes from his vox. I am registering a severe violation of the purity protocol. The blessed Amarnath has been captured by heretics and is being tortured. Are you sure he's Amarnath? Confirmed. I do not observe his face, but I recognize his words. Let the cycle be discontinued is the blessed Amarnath's motto. Look around the hall. The heretics have taken up positions everywhere, and many more are doubtlessly hiding in the passages leading out of the hall. For now, they are all focused on the sacrilegious torture of the tech priest and do not notice you. How is he bearing his torture? A devotee of the Omniscient is capable of withstanding great bodily torment with no loss of functionality, but where flesh reinforced with sacred iron will persevere, the purity of spirit may perish. I hypothesize that the heretics have made a blessed Amarnath a participant in some variety of sacrilegious ritual, through sacrilegious torture, they are trying to break his will and turn him into an unholy terminal with which to control the reactor's outer power circuit system. The Tech-Priest's colors are stained with grime, they are diluted, painted over with rot, and yet his heart still holds a cinder of bright red. This dying flame can be ignited anew. We must save the esteemed Tech-Priest without risking his life. The Megadendrite points to the corpses of heretics lying nearby. We can use the blasphemers' clothing as disguise, and recognize we can sabotage the power units, unloading them and thus cleansing the hull of heretics. The lightning discharges have charred the cultists' corpses. Whiffs of smoke rise from the empty eye sockets, whose contents have evaporated. The clothes covered in the blood of innocents are crudely painted over with emblems of the arch enemy, which exude a repulsive air of soul decay. The signs of the arch enemy are not just painted symbols, but conductors of its will. The words of their prayers, even spoken without faith, their coats of arms, even deceitfully worn, all this increases the presence of ruinous powers near you and draws their corruption attention to you. Cassia stares in horror at the corrupted clothes and scattered ashes. Do not make me. What is the essence of your plan? Uttering a litany of actuation to the power units from the Lumenodeacon's command throne will direct the motive force created by the blessed reactor into the hull. The distribution servitor is keeping its output within set parameters. Mindless cybernetic drones created by a fusion of human flesh and robotic technology. Okay, so yeah, this is just a servitor was to distribute. Okay, but upon receiving an order to increase it to peak value, it will turn its place into an electric trap. The safety system protecting the hull is controlled from the machine altar, which must be disabled. If all these operations are performed, I can guarantee not a single blasphemer will survive the omniscious wrath that will be unleashed upon this place. You disgrace yourself by donning these tainted rags. Pascal deadpans. Okay. The only unbearable disgrace is that of a duty unfulfilled. The rest is merely spiritual attrition. Okay. I think I'm gonna go iconoclast for once. If it helps save a worthy man, I will put on the cultist's robes. I pray that the Omnisia gives the blessed Amaranth enough fortitude. Pascal grimaces as a new veil of pain rends the air. Iconoclast +2. Time passes 5 minutes. The heretic garb clings to your body like a greedy leech. Tingling and foul fever spread all over the body as though these tatters have imbibed the vile contents of their former wearer's soul. Commit sabotage, alright. Do sabotage. Oops, not sabotage, even though it could be that too. We got experience.
We are bound by the blood of martyrs.
So is this where we're supposed to go? Heavy crown of golden neural augmentics rests upon the servitor's head. The crown is bent and broken from ruthless gun-butt blows. The pale body is covered in blasphemous inscriptions carved into the right withered flesh. I identify this acolyte as a distribution servitor. I'm registering upon his traces of sacrilegious violation of the right of operation. The probability of its responsiveness to command is below average. Okay, I guess just tech use. Try to conduct restart ceremony. Succeeded, of course, for the glory of the Omnisia, let this machine's spirit sleep, that it may awaken to serve again. Pascal gently touches the servitor's crown, deactivating one of its segments. Let the outer neural connection circuit be plunged in darkness. Another touch, and several lights on the crown go out. Let the command commence. Hub fall silent. We got experience. Pascal switches to binary speech, accompanying his every action with a line from a sacred hymn. It is amazing how the reverent awe in the tech priest's voice can be discerned even through the rattling box. Suddenly, every light on the servitor's crown comes alive. Shower of sparks burst from the augmentics on the servitor's brow, and several black ash-tinted tears run from its empty eye sockets, ready to serve. Energize the hall's power units to the maximum. It will be done.
We shall reclaim what is rightfully ours.
So are we supposed to go this? Safety system control altar. The altar is adorned with gilded skulls. Threads of metal that used to be electus are fused into the bone. Once majestic, the altar has now been desecrated with blasphemous images of blue-green suns. Some of the levers and buttons have been pried from their sockets. It's funny to read this while we hear the tortured sounds of the tech priest, but the mechanism still glorifies the Omnisia with its operation. I identify this as the safety system control altar. For our diversion to succeed, this blessed machine must be executed, and may its spirit forgive us. Stealthily sabotage the machine. I guess we should. Okay, it's like there's no die roll here, but let's see what happens. As would any veteran officer of the Imperial Navy, our case because of our background, and you discover a fatal vulnerability in the machine's design, exposed connectors and a thin metal plate. You slide your dagger into the crack and cause a short circuit that halts the flow of the motive force. We get experience. May we be granted the Omnisia's forgiveness for this act. I am registering a general shutdown of the security system. So what now? For planet. Well, that's true. We have to.
The machine god grants the insight.
Oh, there's more loot down here. No, it's on the other side. Okay, it's... Okay, that would have been just alternative way of getting... okay, here. Can we get up? Okay, we don't have to get up. Don't mind me, I'm just looting. Is that command throne? Is that what we are supposed to be?
With each step, I forge my destiny among the stars.
Cultist Gunner, a grim-looking heretic, walks up to you, resolutely blocking your path. He studies your disguise with suspicion. You note that his left eye has 2 conjoined irises, while his right eye has 4. I don't know you. Who are you? Why haven't I met you before? Maybe lore warp. Smile mysteriously. Perhaps the master has blinded your eyes to trifles so that you may behold what is true. Succeeded. Your reply, imbued with mystical significance, has evidently was to the cultist liking. He smiles haughtily and says, "May our master blind you too, brother." 7 experience. Tech priest corpse, his throat slit, sits upon a splendid command throne laced with finely wrought motifs paths. Contorted expression of righteous anger is frozen on his face. A black blindfold covers his eyes. This is the Luminigan's command throne. This is where the power unit actuation and shutdown litanies are recited from. Blessed Luminigan himself has the honor of closing the circuit the motive force flows through. I guess we can try to do a toughness 95%. Sit down there upon the throne and recite the litany of actuation. I'm about to be greatly honored, or else throw this card, maybe both. Succeed as soon as you lay your hands on the command throne. A painful sting of electricity numbs your senses for an instant. Your fingers cramp and your vision grows dim. We got the experience. Pain is visible in the tech priest's eyes as he looks upon the sacred. My son woke up. Be right back. Okay, I am back with my son. Forgive us, Omnisia, for such a gross Omnisia? I don't know, whatever. For such gross violation of the right of operation. Repeat the litany after me and activate the word. Activate the command rules and point to. Pascal's Fox starts reciting sacred words, gloomy and hoarsely, and we take 8 damage. Clinging on the blazing shreds of your fading consciousness, you repeat the words of the litany after Pascal and touch the command runes as the unabating lightning rips through the muscles and makes your bones crackle. I'm recording a successful activation of the power units. Okay, they are all getting pika-pika'd to death. I guess that's good. Talk to the rescued tech priest. First we have to pick up the loot, of course. So much loot. Yeah, that was nice. We didn't have to fight them, I like this. We fought enough today. Case and chest plate, heavy armor. Does this guy have heavy? Yes. Armor deflection 2. So yeah, this is slightly better. This guy, he is medium. I guess we can keep him as medium then.
Know your duty.
Save, just in case, like the priest is possessed. Anyways, and he, turns into a demon or something. Ooh, that's still a guy here. Okay, don't see any more
So to find what she's
loot stuff.
over us.
Torture tech priest. In the cycles of the foreordained, these lurks a flaw of worship. The priest's body convulses pain and plaintive creaks of binary prayers come from his vox. As moments pass, the signal becomes less and less clear, as if something twisted and with were. Okay, maybe I should end the stream here. I just saved. I can do this next time because my son he wants to go do stuff. So I'm Adventure Argonaut, and next time we're gonna see what happens with the priest. Bye bye.